Hello, and welcome to the stream. I am your host once again, Cloudian the 16th. Welcome to the stream. And today we are starting up the Mass Effect 2 Legendary Collection, Legendary Edition, however you want to call it. Funny story, your boy has never actually played through Mass Effect 2. I've heard good things. I've heard great things. Obviously, I know the story. And I kind of know what happens in 3 and so on and so forth. But I've actually never played through 2. Or 3, for that matter. So, we are going to get on it today, get that started, and get going. Let's see what we got. Let us begin the playthrough of Mass Effect. Hello, She Loves Rice. How are you doing? Welcome in. Whew. Alright. A little bit of extra setup here. I don't know what the hell happened to my monitor. It just went stupid, but okay, now it's good. It's all good. Alright, so I'll make sure I got everything the way it needs to be. Yeah, because for some reason it switched over to Fall Guys, but that's not what I'm playing. Alright, cool. So it looks like that's good. It's got me on Mass Effect 2 now, so we're good to good. Pretty good? Yeah, how was your holiday? New game. Male, female, import, player. Import from Mass Effect 1. Yes. Let's import from Mass Effect 1. We're just going to play with the same character, basically. Which I planned on doing anyway, because I didn't really want to build a whole new character. Might as well just continue with the character that I'm already played with. Combat, we'll go normal. Auto level up. Off. Subtitles on, I guess? So, name, Shepard. Rank, 55. Okay. Soldier. Oh, damn it. Nice, I'm guessing nothing out of the norm. Nah. It's been pretty same old as far as me. Just working a lot and less streaming, more working, basically. It would have been the other way around if streaming would have actually been, lucrative, paying my bills, but it's not, so.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still it's not
Cool. Yeah.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
That we know.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But
Yep.
Shepard,
Work. Yeah.
they'll follow him.
Work is a thing.
He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
So that's me. Okay.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere. Most do stream and work at the same time. Yeah, it's true. A month after the technically gave blah blah blah. Sacrifice. Citadel console earn humanity's membership. Now blah blah blah. I missed it. So basically it's been a month later. We chose to save the Citadel, I think.
Disengaging FTO drive.
I don't remember exactly what I chose to do.
Emission sinks active.
I know Ashley's dead, though.
Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The terminus system
Gotta
is
start
crawling
somewhere.
with
Yeah.
them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner.
Yeah, a lot of people do both. Which I'm technically doing both, but
Doesn't match any known signatures.
just not doing as much streaming.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly.
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers.
What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Oh shit. The fuck?
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down.
Oh shit.
Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Damn, hit him again. Hit him again and again. 3, 4 hits. Holy shit. Get to the Mako.
Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time?
They damn better. Right?
I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape tunnel. Joker's still in the cockpit. Won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either.
I gave you an order.
Get to the damn shuttle. I'll hold Joker's crippled ass out of here. Commander,
I gave you an order.
get the hell out of here.
Get your ass out of here, Kate. I didn't sacrifice Ashley for you for nothing.
Everybody in. Go, go, go.
Get your ass out of here. Oh, damn. Also been working a lot, dealing with school, yada yada. Yeah. Yeah, you know, such is life. Shit we have to deal with. The Normandy is in bad shape. Holy shit. So this is how Mass Effect 2 starts off, huh? Shit. Go to the cockpit. I'm saying, like,
Mayday! 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 This is SSV Normandy!
I can't use that. So how do I get to the cockpit?
We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy.
Guess I gotta take the stairs.
Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Oh shit! We're in space. It's just open right here. Holy shit. The Normandy is fucked. Ship looking all, yeah, I say so. Joker.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
Don't throw your wife
The
away.
Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me out.
I'm like, get the hell out of here, Joker. We ain't standing in this. Yeah, they're trying to take us out. Like, fuck the bullshit. Joker, get your ass out of that chair. We gotta go. We gotta go, my guy. I'm sorry. Yeah, Norman's fucked. Oh no! Get the fuck out. Joker, get out. Alright, we got Joker out. And we'll just float in space, apparently. one sentence to convince him. Yeah, I maxed out my my speech basically. I maxed out intimidate and like basically all of his combat skills or his talking skills. I have maxed out. At least from the first game. Yeah, this is bad. Okay, at least you're gonna fall into orbit, but you're gonna fall into orbit. That's not good. Okay, bye-bye ship. Yeah. It's a crazy way to start off the second game, huh? Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect Genesis, interactive comic series. Effects to the Fic. Would you like to review the story so far? Yes. Interactive backstory comic. That's cool. It shows us what already happened.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose.
It's like, oh, nice. Yeah.
Turn the routine into anything but.
I think this is new.
Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in.
This is part one.
The Alliance patrol on Eden Prime.
This is part one.
They'd seen something they couldn't explain. Whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams.
Yeah, I'm good.
A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away.
You mean the Reaper?
We followed the path of destruction.
Savern.
A beacon by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made it getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard.
Yep.
Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move. Could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream.
Nightmare.
By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel.
Yeah, I hate that
With
guy.
those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They
Love
just
this comic
couldn't
style.
believe
I know, this is
that
pretty cool.
elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that.
Explaining all the first, what everything I did in the first game,
Which
basically.
meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads.
Okay.
More importantly, he was willing to share them.
Yeah, he's my sniper.
That led me to Rex.
Yep.
The biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking. She procured some information on Saren. Evidence that
We
proved
procured
Saren
it,
was
yes.
dirty. Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space.
Yep.
Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the
Reapers.
galaxy of all organic life.
And actually, the ship was a
These
Reaper.
Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans. then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space.
They do the cycle
Leaving no
over and
trace
over
of that
again.
bit.
That's why there's never
That
been
explained why Saren was after the beacon.
there's never
It made
been
some
one
sense
race
of my
that's
vision,
been so high,
but not much else.
because once they get to a certain
We
point,
couldn't convince
the
the
Reapers
council
come
that
and
the Reapers
basically
were
wipe them
correct,
out and take all their
but they
technology,
agreed
absorb it
Saren
to
had to be
themselves, and
stopped.
go back into darkness.
They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task?
Take
Bring
Soren
down
down.
Saren.
Yep.
Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction.
Skynet.
Prothean expert, deft in biology,
0.1.
and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant.
Yeah.
And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent,
I actually didn't.
with the unique ability to meld with other species.
I didn't
Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given.
go down the love route.
Nothing concrete.
I didn't go and like fall in love with anybody this time around. The first time I played this game, she was my lover.
Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission.
Yeah, I didn't pick
Decided
either.
Discretion was the better part of valor.
Yep.
I kept my focus on our goal,
Yep.
finding Saren.
See, now that part would have
Next, we
changed
know
if I would have
Saren.
dated
We have our
somebody.
next lead, Benezia.
It's a balancing thing.
Saren
It
was
is.
taken
I
to Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures.
this time around I was very focused.
He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they
Yep.
weren't happy.
We did do that.
We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms.
Yeah, because you can end up with one of the
And I
three
was left
girls.
with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her.
Talia,
But the
Ashley,
Rachni had
or
terrorized the galaxy before.
Liara.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Wehrmacht,
That we did.
but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy.
But it also made
The
them
Krogan Saren was breeding
mind
were
controls.
slaves,
Yeah.
mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will.
Yep.
I had to destroy the base and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently.
I dealt with them.
Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people.
I talked him out of
Saren
it,
was the real threat.
basically.
When we finally got to the center of the base,
Instead of fighting them.
I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship,
It's an actual Reaper.
was a Reaper.
Yep.
It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all
It wants
dead.
everybody dead, yeah.
And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were.
He was under control. The ship itself is slowly controlling everybody
I
on
split
it.
up my team in two squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it.
That's where Ashley died,
Before
I
we could
think.
detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought.
Some of these alien
I
species
stalled
look
him to make time for my
like
team.
mashed potatoes.
And in talking to him, I realized the truth.
They were all pretty
It
tough.
wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign.
Mm-hmm.
The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He
Yep.
tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself.
Yeah, he was lying to
Or
himself.
believing the lies Sovereign was telling him.
Yep.
Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried,
It wasn't
but I
fast
wasn't
enough.
fast enough. I could only save one of them.
Yeah.
Ash was a good friend and a great soldier. But I had to choose. And I chose Caden.
I chose Caden.
That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of
Man,
us
I
would
really didn't
die.
want to lose Ashley.
With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos.
There was no way to save both of them.
That had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship. Against Saren's growing...
First time I played, I let Caden die.
I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. I'd never tell anyone, but I had my doubts. Leaving Ashley behind had hardened my resolve,
Yeah.
but revealed a soft spot in my defenses.
Well, yeah.
How many more friends and allies would I be willing to sacrifice in order to stop Saren? We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays.
Yes, they can
By
get to us.
sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return,
That they did.
giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark
That's where the
space,
war happened.
bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all.
That's when we
We
all
followed
fought.
him to the Citadel. It
We
was
had to
intense.
fight to get to the Citadel.
Heavily
We had to-
damaged.
Oh, man, it was crazy.
He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing it. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel,
He killed
the
himself.
Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our Human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated.
Yeah, it chose to
the
save
Normandy leading
the
combined
Citadel,
galactic
save the
fleet.
Council.
The battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there.
Yep.
I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust.
That shows Anderson, I believe.
Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job,
That's right.
which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it.
Yep.
No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship.
They will be
went in
back
search of
to
answers.
take out all of
Officially, the
life,
Council would
basically.
only say I was assigned to clean up,
We just slowed them down.
rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
All right, and here we are. Then a month went by. We're out there doing a routine mission, as they said, and we see what happened in the beginning. We got attacked by someone.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Wait, I died? And they brought me back? Is that what's going on? Yeah, I was dead. Now they're regenerating me. Lazarus Project. As in rebirth. Or the Lazarus Pit. Oh shit. Save my crew. Yeah, saved the crew. Make sure everybody got out. Lazarus Project. Oh, so I could change how I look if I wanted to because of the... But I'll accept import. Oh, so I can pick a different... So I can pick a different one because they're rebuilding me. Soldier. Heavy pistol. No, I don't like sniping. Heavy pistol, shotgun. Incendiary and cryo. Sentinel. Equips most advanced. Armor. So that'd be me doing my armor thing. Armor tag, throw, warp. Cryo blast. Heavy pistol and a submachine gun. Warp, throw, pull. No, I don't need to do all that. That's fucking kinetics. That's kind of crazy. My new bod. Who, right? My cat's freaking tooting. My God, she said, "Aw." Oh, stinky cat. Smelly cat. Smelly cat. Soldier sounding good to me. This gives me all the weapons. This gives me auto rifles, shotguns, sniper rifle, and the pistol. I like the pistol usually. Pistol and assault rifle. Shotgun's a nice switch up. Incendiary. This like's the best one for me. I was already a soldier. Yeah, pure combat specialist. You know what I mean, with gunfire? Yeah, that's what he does, my guy. I don't need no powers. Everybody else do the powers. That's what I got my other people for. It shows you like where the boosts are too. It's like this one's like his mind, his chest, his hands. Giving them cloaks. This is like his hands, his chest, and like it like powers his face kind of thing. This one's like hands and chest and mind. This one's like mind and body. You know what I mean? It's like magic basically. Pulling enemies, you know. And this one's like big hands boost. So this is where you do hacking and shit. This is if I was hacking and doing all that kind of shit. This is more like what Caden does for me. Yeah, we'll take Soldier. Flashbang. We'll go what we know. We was a soldier last so we'll just keep it going. We know how to use them guns, basically. And our team does all the magics and whatnot.
Reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. Oh God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
So they rebuilt me, huh?
Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heartbeat's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts.
Well, you come back from the dead. I mean,
It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Staff falling back into normal range. Too close. We almost lost them.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Too early. Brought me back too early.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack.
What the fuck?
There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry!
Dude, I'm okay. This is some bullshit.
Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. Don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from. Damn, keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol. Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mix off. Look out! Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
Okay. Shepard, run.
Shepard, security mix are closing in on your position. Nice work, Shepard. Coast is clear.
Alright, got my shield back at least. Health is fucked, but max? Okay. Got my heal on. Oh shit.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mix distracted for long.
Oh shit. We're going this way? Okay.
More reinforcements heading your... Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to take them out.
Did I not switch to the grenade launcher? Thank you.
Take the elevator down one floor. Hurry! Get to the door! Run!
Dude, there's fire right there. Oh, okay. Fuck that fire then.
Head to the next room and be you.
Alright, fuck that fire then.
Hostile forces have engaged.
What? Shit.
Incoming. Shit. Paragon! What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Oh, gotta go. Good. Okay. Good night.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
What's with the mechs?
Security. Usually they fight for us. Somebody must have hacked them. That should be impossible, unless you've got access. We've got to get you out of here, Shepard.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed.
Okay. And then use.
Right. That's it. Falling back. Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
So I gotta find everybody. So I've been dead for 2 years.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What the fuck? Project Lazarus.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Holy shit.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
Nah, I went soldier, so I'm still pretty much me.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damn if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, and bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
So I know about those. What's up with Jacob?
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant, but I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
So we got to do some real deal. What's going on
When I
with
first
Miranda?
woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter
Okay.
what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
Alright, I think let's get out
That's
of
the
here.
quickest way to those shuttles.
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over at D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. Get out of there. Get to the
Shepard's a lot.
shuttles and
Never
head for the
mind.
network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. Service tunnels are this way.
Alright, lead the way, my guy. Oh, I guess I'm leading the way.
Damn it, this room's crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Critical system damage. Critical system off.
Wilson, find us another route out of here. Preferably one that doesn't...
Oh, God. They found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
God damn it.
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. We talk about this after we fix my leg.
Should be some Medi-gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Medi-gel from the first aid station on the wall.
On it. Wilson's hurt bad. He needs help.
Okay. So,
We can't get out of here.
Go to
till we fix
Wilson. what do I do to Wilson?
His leg.
Okay. Yeah, use it.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs. But whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
Oh,
We didn't
fuck.
ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves.
What's this guy on?
Shuttle Bay is only a few. Overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Oh my god. Cerberus?
I wiped out my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then, they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. Basically, things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look,
What the fuck? I do. I was taking Cerberus down.
I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything.
Oh, no, no, no.
Promise.
Oh, no, no, no. What are you at? Oh, they got me trying to work for Cerberus?
Elusive Man. Is he in charge of all this?
Fuck no.
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I'm not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss, but after we've saved our butts. We're almost at the shuttle.
I was like, I remember Cerberus. I took down quite a few of you bastards. Yeah, I don't trust either one of you guys now. Now I'm like looking over my shoulder. They're gonna shoot me in the back.
Alert.
Damn it, Shepard!
I'm gonna shepherd my ass. I'm out here by myself. That's how I feel. Oh boy. I'm gonna throw a grenade. Is it on my wheel? Oh, wow. I'm trash. I'm so trash. Dude, you... Yeah, I'm about to get shot.
Have a nice trip!
Engaged.
What's going on down here? Looking for equipment. Alright. Nothing down here? Alright. Move. It's like, I already don't like you guys, so... Take that.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Interesting. So you're the reason why I kept going, huh? Interesting. We got a lot of...
Immediately following the First Contact War, an anonymous extranet manifesto warned that an alien attempt at human genocide was inevitable. The manifesto called for an army, a Cerberus, to guard against invasion through the Charon Relay. Derided as survivalist rhetoric written by an elusive man, the manifesto and its anonymous author soon fell off the media radar. But in 2165, terrorists stole antimatter from the SSV Geneva. The sole figure arrested named his sponsor Cerberus. Throughout the 2160s and 2170s, alleged Cerberus agents assassinated politicians, sabotaged starships bearing Ezo, and conducted nightmarish experiments on aliens and humans. The
Yeah, all of our races that we've met. The knowledge. So this is like... knowledge to have left over. a couple of planets, huh? Interesting. Yeah, we're still in prologue. Okay, let's get going. What's this? Fuck. Highlighted nodes. Find matching to. Okay. Okay. So that was what? I came here just for a save? Okay, cool. At least I came here for something, right? Which way are we going then? Because they're not really giving me any kind of direction here. I feel like I'm just ran in a circle. This way? No? I mean, you guys know this place. You got me running around like I know where I'm going. Alright, whatever. Trying to shoot me?
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
What?
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
Why would you kill Wilson?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
What?
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
So why we gotta keep this? Oh my god.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Oh, a lot. Quite a bit, actually.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this at all.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you when he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
This is shady.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
Dude, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
So everybody named Mama is here because of me. So I got the Lazarus Project, location of the attack.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you when he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could.
You got too many answers.
Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
I don't like that the answers don't disappear.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or two, in your case. Come on.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It's rubbing me the wrong way.
Before you meet with the
I
elusive
come back, it's
we
fucking
need to ask a
Cerberus.
few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. You were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid, raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Ash gave her life for the rest of the team. Without her, I couldn't have stopped Sarah. She died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Field test. Betrayal.
The elusive man is waiting for you.
So this is why I'm. This is right here. Right here. Exactly why I'm like I don't like it. I didn't even notice the message. My bad. Alright, cool. All right, so your boy got some points to work with now. Level 4. Look at my Paragon. What do I want to get? Pierce through shields and. All right, we're good. Waken. Talk to the elusive man. It's a good place to save it. We don't have a save. All right.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
Think I'm worried about him? Please.
The
He
elusive
needs
man
me.
is waiting for you in the other room.
He needs me, right? Ain't that how that works? That's all I'm thinking. What's this? Oh, got some armor? Okay. That's kind of cool. You know, you can. It's a pretty sleek black right there. I don't want the. Yeah, get the red popping off, I guess, because it's going with the. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Uh, 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 uh. Cerberus. Oh, his armor is Cerberus, though. I don't like having Cerberus stuff on. Yeah, there we go. I'll wear some N7. Like, I don't want them to know I'm from Cerberus. Get that out of here. We'll rock that one. Alright. Cerberus. Working for your enemy. Or one of your enemies. Because you died.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Interesting.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting.
Hundreds of
Nobody's
thousands.
paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Interesting. Okay. What's up with the
If this
Alliance?
is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Okay.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique, not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
Okay. Alright. Say I
If
believe
what
you.
you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
What do you think I'll find there?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need to send you. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Where's my team? That's what I want. Turn to active duty.
Freedom. You mean?
Well, fuck.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Sniper? Okay.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
Has he only been working for him?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
Like what?
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Looks like I'm glad he's
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
So that's how he wants to play it, huh? And that's how you wanted to play it, huh? Alright.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
Alright.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
So I got some Paragon. That's good to know. Alright, Jacob. Brief me.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
I mean...
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council. Nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
I mean... Fuck, dude. Look, okay. I do remember always being shackled working for the Alliance, and that's why we were trying to literally get
even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
everybody in there. But I mean, come on though, like.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules. There was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
So they were basically like they were like specters, but not specters.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
So he's following orders. Mission complete. Okay. Interesting little setup here.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Taking a look out here, you know what I mean? You never know. See a door over there, see a door over there. Let's go.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Crazy, there's no damage. So there's no gunfire or fighting back.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, no signs of battle.
Yeah. Very strange. So we're on the same page there. Where's these parts that I was seeing? Okay. This is creepy.
Get out of defend this mess.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other colonies.
Straight.
Coming. Have a nice trip.
A little bit of target practice.
Shoot them before they take out your shields.
Or you shoot him.
On guard. Target down. Gun those ears. Target down. Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Right? Finally, you understand, don't you? Little mama. She's like, oh, okay. It's not empty. Said it was empty, huh? No. Fucking Max. Some bullshit. Let's see the bypass. I'm just checking. Can we get up in the safe? Oh, there's a med kit thing too. We get the med kit. All right. Hacking in. Let's give me that. We'll take that monies. All right.
Make activity.
Casualty impact event.
I've got it.
Oh, some Gex.
Stop right there.
Prasa, you said you'd let me handle this.
It's Talia.
Wait. Shepard?
Talia.
Taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down!
It's Talia.
Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Remember when I gave you that get data tally? Did Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Look at those Paragons, boy. Good guy out here.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
Trouble ahead.
I got it.
I was trying to get down. Where am I getting shot from? Oh, shit. He was literally right here. I wasn't paying no attention. Got it.
Use overload on him. You're done. Target down.
There we go. Yes!
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Of course they did.
Enemy down. There we go. There we go.
Shepard, they're inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to
Get your
Vitor.
squad into cover, and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point. Taking cover.
Going to ground.
Damn.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Take out that shield.
It's going up.
I was like, I hit him with the adrenaline rush and just was headshot, 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 headshot. Let's go. Look at me, my guy. Why can't I, it wants me, oh. Power cells. Let's go. Easy money. We don't need all that paper. Scan.
I'll take it.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No, 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 no.
It's me, guy. We're okay.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Mechs. You're human. Where'd you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My God. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
Interesting.
The collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you. Then the monsters take you away.
These swarms.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
Yeah, it does sound like that. Okay, so tell me about these collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his envirosuit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans.
And only
human
humans.
colonies have been hit.
They're going after humans specifically. Interesting.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away, but they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
Thank you.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them, the monsters, the swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic, dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
We need to get this to the
What?
Alliance.
Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
The data from his Omnitool should be quite useful.
We're still analyzing it. But more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
Who are
Tell me
they?
what you know about these collectors.
They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
There's a lot I need to know about them. Okay. First off,
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
or that the Reapers want them.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
It's a good question.
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and work groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before. And the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
Something rare about us?
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better.
This is true.
I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
I hate waiting, but I'll need a team. A good one.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you could convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's fucking Caden?
Where's Caden Olenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Rex?
Not Rex.
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Oh, I can trust her.
What about Tally? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Mordin Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Joker. Walking around.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
They rebuilt the Normandy.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Normandy. I was gonna say, they rebuilt the Normandy. Alright. So we're back in action. I get what he's saying. They're not all bad. But they're basically doing what I could do as a Spectre. They're outside of the council trying to get the job done, shit like that. But they were very much doing some bad shit though. So Cerberus crew though.
Welcome aboard the New Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
You still don't get it, do you? You're not in charge of this mission. I am.
Operative Lawson makes a valid point, Shepard. Without the Professor, any encounter with the Collectors would result in failure.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Having an AI in charge of the Normandy system should give us an advantage.
Actually, I am not in control of the ship, Commander. Due to the potential dangers of a rogue AI, Cerberus has severely restricted my capabilities. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Alright. Jacob's a good man. Okay. Armory. Elevators. Captain's quarters. Tech lab. Okay. Assemble a team, huh?
What's this area of the ship?
This is the Combat Information Center. Here, the crew receives sensor data and coordinates gunnery and damage control efforts. While Normandy is flown from the bridge, during combat, the commanding officer issues orders from the CIC.
Engineering. Let's check the ship out real quick. Go to engineering. And then we'll go and take off somewhere. Gotta travel the ship at least, you know what I mean? Edie's just everywhere, huh?
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineer, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
Alright.
You came all the way down here to see us?
Yep.
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I didn't hear an officer on deck. I run this ship military. Do you two think this is all a joke?
Yes, sir. I mean, no, sir.
Won't happen again, sir.
At ease. Who are you?
I I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit.
Well, if I'd have known he would have died, I would have probably picked fucking the other dude.
Or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
It's fair enough.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Alright, fair enough. I like you, kid.
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field lead.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Okay. Keep that in mind. Alright.
Carry on. Will do, Commander.
Fine couplings. I got you guys. Trust me.
I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
Mm-hmm. She knew better. I go everywhere. Of course I'm coming down to the engineering. You guys are actually the first place I went to. See who's running the ship. What's going on down here?
Access to this room is currently restricted.
Why?
Access to this room is currently restricted.
I don't like that. What's in the room over there? You got me asking questions I don't like. What's going on over here?
Access to this room is currently restricted.
The cargo holds? Oh, okay. Just where they're holding all the said cargo. Is it dangerous? What's over here? It's the same way. Alright, well, the elevator it is. Alright, so it's just those two down here? Alright. Let's go check out the crew. He's like, I can't believe he came all the way down here to see us. She's like, I told you would. She had faith. She had faith. Alright, let's go, see who's down here. Alright, nobodies. Some other nobodies.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert. I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
Good shit. Janitor.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
Fair enough. What you need, bro?
You have everything you need.
I make do, but have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
Give me a list.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
No, I think I'm good.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Find ingredients. Who's my medical officer? Oh, same chick?
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Welcome back. Wow.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
You need to fly.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
Fair enough.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race.
You're not
I have
wrong.
faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical.
I trust you,
Commander.
Commander. Fair enough. All right,
There's
Doc.
a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz.
She's with me through the
We
Blitz?
survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have everything you need.
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing were my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
That would have been the occasion. I'll get you
I'll
another.
keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Girl, I got you.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Find the bottle of brandy. It's like, girl, I got you. Don't play with me. It's like, it's like, please. She don't want. What's going on over here?
Access to the AI core is restricted.
Interesting. So can't go in there and fuck with her. All right, cool. So I know who my doctor is. That's what's up. This is my little cook / janitor. Main battery.
A gunnery officer is required to access the gunnery control station.
I'm not a gunnery operative. The motherfucking commander. Why can't I go in there and shoot the guns if I want to? Alright, whatever. Oh, she got an office? Look at her. She's fancy.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I want to talk about you.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Well, I guess that's fair. I spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
Cocky.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
It's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
So, you're perfect.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander, whatever you need.
So what is she doing here, though?
Commander, what can I do for you?
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
What exactly are your duties, aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the elusive man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the elusive man, updating our status.
Alright, so she's his agent, basically. Okay.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
So she... yeah. So she's the snitch, I guess. She's in Caden's fucking spot right now. Alright, whatever. We'll fucking deal with that, I guess. Wait, nope, didn't want to do that.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
My family lives
What's
in
the
New
core?
Canton.
No, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Good to know. Yeah, we don't need to go to the women's restroom. That's just bad manners. Check out the men's restroom though. Life support. Okay. Med bay. Alright, good to know. Let's get to the Crew's looking good. Let's go to the combat quarter. So that's not where I want to go. I want to go to Captain's Squad. Now I go to my room. Master Thief, Archangel, Professor, his list, and then the slots open for my list probably. Medal of Honor. Okay, that's cool. So a little chill area. All right, there we go.
Welcome aboard. I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Does she?
Do you have a moment to talk?
She just.
I always have time for you, Commander.
She just oohed in her head. I heard that shit.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
Ah, so you're the counselor.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes, I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
Keep your distance.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
Okay.
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests, advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
You're very loving.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
Oh, okay.
Your trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Thank you, Shepard. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
She is, I could have been, like, hard flirting with her, but I'm keeping it, like,
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Got a couple Paragon out of that. Look at that. Alright, you guys don't need to know nothing. Nothing from you, nothing from you, nothing from you. So actually she's the new CO, technically, I guess. Joker, where you at, my guy? My guy.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
I don't trust them. We still need to move ahead, but it's all too convenient.
Maybe you're right. I guess it's hard to argue when they install an AI to spy on us. We're staying though, right? I mean, the seat is real leather.
Good to see you're keeping it all in perspective, Joker.
Leather.
Joker. Is it leather? Yeah. Getting Joker spoiled. Alright, let's do this. Alright. It's time to travel. Oh, wait. For real? I didn't know we did it like that. We gotta do the scan ourselves.
Probe away. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics. Probe away.
Wow.
Probe away. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment. Probe. In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles. Probe away. Probe away.
Let that. Oh, I was like, can I move the planet? Here we go.
Probe away.
I can feel like higher vibrations when I get to it.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
Oh shit.
Probe launched.
Oh, I'm out of probes. Oh, I guess I gotta buy more probes, huh? Well, that sucks. What's this? Rescue. Recruit. A bunch of recruits. They're like, might as well get these guys, huh? So we gotta get their team and then we'll get our own team. Well, only two that really can go out in combat with me right now. So let's get. Yeah, we'll get that next. Right. Let's get it cracking.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Well, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Target, now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Got the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Arya for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between...
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
Uzai Basani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut up. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's gonna happen to him?
I'm gonna turn him in for the bounty. Don't much care what happens after that.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
Go ahead and get set up on the Normandy.
Right, I'll go make myself at home. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Elfel Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Don't really like that guy, but whatever. Renegade and Paragon. I don't need tools. Okay.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me.
If she were expecting you, you'd be inside. What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
I'm straight Paragon, my guy. Don't mess around. Don't get hardcore, my guy. So you understand who you fucking with. Oh, look who it
That's
is.
enough.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling
Dramatic. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one ruler. Don't fuck with Arya.
Simple enough.
Sounds like neither of us likes being jerked around.
And on your ship, that would matter. Here, we entertain my preferences. So, what can I do for you?
One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious. Omega doesn't really care about you.
Fair enough.
So, you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you in either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer, mind your own damn business.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half an Omega. You want him dead too?
Why's everyone after us?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
I'm putting a team together. He's on my list.
Interesting. You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
Fair enough.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help them.
I'm looking for Morden Solis. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
Alright,
Thanks for the information.
Yes. Just try not to bring the plague back with you.
So Renegade so where's these mercs?
I hear you recruiting.
Why don't you step inside? You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? You three look like you could do some damage. Looking for a good fight?
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
This is the place. Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, and the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
Why are the mercs working together to take down Archangel?
You haven't been on Omega long, huh? He does everything he can to screw with us. Shipments go missing. Operations are compromised. Every month it gets worse. Derek and the other bosses are tired of losing credits. And men.
Is he a heavy hitter? How many merc bosses are involved in this attack?
Yeah, Derek runs the Blue Suns, but all three bosses are overseeing the operation. Jared's leading the Eclipse and Garm's the head of the Blood Pack. Derek's in charge, but the others would never say that. I'm surprised they're in on this at all, but I guess getting rid of Archangel is worth it.
Fair enough.
What do we do once we're there? How do we get to Archangel?
The mercs will tell you when you get there. Last I heard, they were putting the freelancers into scouting groups. They attack in waves to distract Archangel while we try to get past his defenses.
Distraction.
So we're just fodder for his bullets?
If you don't like it, don't sign up. But if you do your job right, it's easy credits. Besides, what are the odds he can kill all of you?
Seems like a lot of trouble for just one guy.
He had a whole team, but we've dealt with them. Now he's just one guy. But he's got the advantage. It's his base of operations and he knows we're coming. He's planned for an attack like this. Lost a lot of men trying to get to him already.
It's gonna be tough to get to him.
Like chasing a forge out of the sewer pipes. But that's why we're recruiting. If we just keep throwing fighters at him, we'll get him eventually.
I see.
Where's the attack taking place?
Archangel's base of operations. He's been hiding right under our noses. I can't tell you exactly where you're going, but we'll get you there.
Where do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Sign in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
So does Archangel.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol, and I want to use it.
Get your money back.
Hey, wait!
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
Say that kid's life. Transport depot. We already hit the critter. She's over there. Lower afterlife, VIP area, and the market. Who's over here in the VIP area? It's not the VIP area? Oh. Okay.
Tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gabler. Why would I tell him anything?
Trust you. Tell Gavon we don't need tricks. We not kill anyone today.
There seem to be a lot of fortune on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gavon's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gavon's tricks. We leave.
Okay. Wait, wrong way. Trying to go wherever this Kenny Savage is. Salvage. That dude freaked out for no reason.
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand or you don't want to?
Does it really matter?
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
Hello there. Might I interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Herod.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvage parts. You can see how that turned out. Herod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
Why does Herod control your prices?
Herod made me swear not to undercut him, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
I could go talk to Herod for you. Get him to ease up.
I won't stop you. If you can convince him to lay off, maybe I'll get off this station after all. His shop's up the ramp, near where Marsh sells his goods. Anything you can do will be much appreciated.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk to see what I have for sale. And thank you.
Look at this. So I got the couplings that he needed, but. So Afterlife.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can. But don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt. You're back. You must have seen something you like.
Alright. Ooh. You got him on cheap. What the fuck is this? A magazine? I want that. Different helmet. Ooh. This armor looks dope. It's a pretty dope looking armor, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'll take that. Captain's log, yeah. I'm gonna. Appreciate you. Where's the dude that? There he is. That's what I need to talk to. Where's he at? I can't get up in there? Oh, it's all the way up there.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
Tell me about your deal with the Quarian over there.
Suspicious. If I had made such a deal, I would certainly not be inclined to discuss it. Accusatory. I don't understand how it is any concern of yours.
What if you and I make a deal? You let him set his own prices, and I won't break your legs.
With barely contained terror, you drive a hard bargain.
I haven't even started.
Resignation. Very well. I will release the Quarian from his promise. Conciliatory. To show there is no ill will, I offer you a discount on my own wares.
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With bribe, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
Upgrade. Take this gun. Alright. at him now. So I can let him know what he's good to go. What I got going on over here? Alright, you're good, my guy.
I heard you spoke to Aaron. Thank you so much. At this rate, I'll be off the station in no time.
Take care of yourself.
You too.
It's an experience. What's your discounts looking like now, my guy? Can I get it?
What do you need?
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk to see what I have for sale. Thank you.
Yep. What do you got, my guy? What do you got on the salvage? It's still on the expensive side. I don't have an assault rifle, and I do need one, so I'm gonna buy that. I've been rocking around with this pistol, which I'm okay with, but I need an assault rifle. So now we got a weapon, a couple of weapons. Alright, Mega Market, food, amps, VIP only.
What do you know?
What's behind this door?
VIP section of the club. For those with the right name. Do you want something?
I'd like to join the party.
This really isn't your kind of place. Afterlife's main floor has lots of drinks and great music.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, let's go. Wait, what's this? Yeah, this is where we're gonna go. Transport station.
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
Alright.
I hope you're ready. Archangel's been annihilating you freelancers.
Let's go.
Ready when you are.
Get in.
I still need to go to the freaking doctor too, but let's go check out Archangel. See if we can get him, and then probably save it. It'd be a good spot to call it. Yeah, I know we got your boy Zed, but we'll rock these two. Oh, my loadout. We got 2 options, 3 options.
time they sent me someone who looks like they can actually fight. They tell you what we're up against?
Just tell us where to go.
Archangel's holed up in a building at the end of the boulevard over there. He's got superior position, and the only way in is over a very exposed bridge. It's a killing ground, but he's getting tired, making mistakes. We'll have him soon enough.
I'll get to him. Just point me at that bridge.
I like your attitude, but we've got a plan in place. You'll be on a distraction team. Head straight over the bridge and keep Archangel busy so the infiltration team can sneak in behind him.
Sounds like a suicide mission to me.
Pretty much, but you look like you can handle it. Head up to the boulevard and get to the third barricade. Talk to Sergeant Katka. He'll tell you when to go in.
So the bridge is the only way to his hideout?
Exactly. Archangel collapsed all the underground passageways and sealed the doors to the lower levels. We've got teams digging, but it's taking too long. If they can get the gunship flying again, that'll help. But I'm hoping the infiltration team will finish the job and we can all go home.
They were using a gunship to take out one guy?
Yeah, and Archangel shut it down. He didn't destroy it, but he knew just where to hit it to disable it. It wasn't even a fair fight. At least not for us.
Oh, man, I want this guy.
Where's the infiltration team now?
On the far side of the bridge near his hideout, but they can't get any closer without being seen.
How'd they get that close without being seen?
More distractions. Tarek used a gunship to keep Archangel busy. We were able to sneak a few men into his hideout before he took it down, but they're stuck there. We need to keep Archangel focused on the bridge so he doesn't find them and wipe them out.
I see.
What do you know about Archangel?
I'm the wrong guy to ask. I just do logistics. Tarek and the other merc bosses have been dealing with it for a while now. But don't be surprised if they're not thrilled about talking to a freelancer.
I better go find Sergeant Kafka.
Good idea. Watch yourself on the boulevard. Archangel's killed dozens out there already.
Well, we might have a way in, but getting out could be interesting.
Let's find him first. Then we'll figure out how to get back.
Alright.
Shepard, I've scanned the area, but I am unable to plot any other paths to Archangel.
Guess we're going with the mercs.
The heavy mechs and gunship possess considerable firepower. Weakening them before leaving will improve your chances.
As the first wave goes in, the infiltration team will attempt to take Archangel by surprise. Do you need something?
You lead the Eclipse?
You figure that out by yourself. I'm Jareth. I run Omega's Eclipse. What do you need, freelancer?
So the infiltration team is the main focus of the attack?
Tarek's plan, not mine. He doesn't want to lose any more men, so he's throwing you freelancers at the problem. Archangel's not going anywhere, so I suppose there's no harm in trying. Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky.
So you're just gonna hide here while the freelancers get killed?
Precisely. You're paid to be a distraction, nothing more. Whether you survive or not is up to you.
Why were Eclipse on Omega in the first place?
Since you care so much, Eclipse controls almost 20% of Omega. Our transports and mechs keep the EZO moving.
Sounds very organized.
Eclipse runs like a well-oiled machine, but Omega is anything but organized. It's a constant battle for control. Then Archangel comes along and complicates things even more.
Why does Archangel give you so much trouble?
Ask him. I'm just here to make as much money as I can. We didn't come to Omega to be constrained by laws and regulations. He'll regret ever coming to Omega, I promise you.
Seems like this is personal for you.
He raided one of my transports last month, killed 2 of my best operatives. One of them was my brother, so yes, it's pretty damn personal.
What do you know about Archangel?
His life expectancy is shortening quickly.
Is that it? Nobody seems to know anything about it.
Look around, you'll learn what you need to know. He's smart, he's resourceful, and he's dangerous. But we've got him cornered. He won't be making fools of us much longer. Can I assist you further?
Where did he come from? Who is he?
Even his team didn't know that. Maybe we'll know more once we have his body. Of course, it really won't matter then.
All right.
I'll get going.
Good idea.
Do I learn? I try to learn as much as you can. It's all about info. Data pad to... Really? Oh, she wanted that? Okay. Oh, look at this. Code matches the top left. Avoid red codes before the time runs out. Wow. Got it. Oop, had to hack. Let's go.
That should slow him down.
Perfect. It'll be hostile if they activate it.
So, sabotage a little bit.
You're in the wrong place, freelancer.
You the blood pack leader?
Name's gone. That's all you need to know. I'm stuck here waiting till you freelancers are done playing war. Ask your questions and go.
When did the blood pack attack?
Damn Tarek wants us to wait. I hate waiting. But he says the Suns have a plan, and they don't want us getting in their way. We're supposed to wait until the Eclipse and their mechs. We'll see.
Why are the blood pack on Omega?
We're the muscle on this bloody station. You need protection or want someone removed, talk to us. The blood pack are everywhere on Omega. Everybody loves us, and everybody hates us.
I'm guessing Archangel mostly just hates you.
He's just an uptight asshole. I don't really care what he thinks. But he's costing me men and making me work for my money. I'll be the one to take him out today. You watch. I'm the only one who's fought him one-on-one.
Oh.
What do you know about Archangel?
He's a pain in the ass. He's a Turian, which makes him slightly worse to look at than you. And he's brave until he realizes you're more than he bargained for.
Sounds like you've had personal experience.
He tried to take me down once. Waited till I was alone. Longest damn fight of my life. But I held him off till my men showed up. He wasn't so tough after that. We chased him over half of Omega. Almost had him. But the slippery bastard snuck away before we could pin him down.
Sounds like a good fight.
I should get going.
About time.
About time. Some good info you gave me there, my guy. I'm not gonna lie. Fuck.
Kafka?
Yep, got Scholar.
Sergeant Kafka. You must be the group Salky mentioned. You're just in time.
Salky?
You met him when you were dropped off. He radioed to say you were coming. You three kind of stand out from most of the other freelancers. Anyway, the infiltration team is about to give us a signal. Archangel won't know what hit him. Got any questions? This may be your last chance.
Gunship.
Are you gonna give us cover with the gunship?
Huh. Tarek is the only one who flies her. Besides, she's not quite ready. That bastard Archangel gave her a beating last time she was out there. In a few more tweaks, she'll be as good as new.
Why are you coordinating the attack and fixing gunships?
I'm in the infiltration group. Our team coordinates with the gunship. I'm staying back to organize the freelancers and make sure the gunship's ready to go if we need her.
How will the infiltration team get to Archangel?
They've got two options. They trap him in close quarters and finish the bastard off face to face. If that doesn't work, they have explosives. They'll just need time to set up.
So the bridge is the only way in?
Until the gunship's working again or the blasters finish with the tunnels. Look, we got a plan. We don't need you trying to come up with any great ideas. Just do your damn job, collect your credits, and go home.
Talking a little shit now.
Are you leading the assault?
Ha! Tarek doesn't pay me to fight. I just plan the attacks and fix the damn gunship. You freelancers get the privilege of...
Target is in sight. Where to go?
Check. Bravo team, go, go, go! Archangel's got quite a surprise waiting for him. But that means no more waiting for me. Gotta get her back to 100% before Tarek decides he needs her again.
You're working too hard.
Doesn't look like Archangel's got much time.
Well, let's not wait around too long.
A little bit of renegade there.
Come on, we'll give these guys a surprise of our own.
Spotted them.
Archangel?
Wait, Gareth?
Shepard,
Gareth?
I thought you were dead.
What are you doing here?
Good to see you too.
I'm just surprised to see you.
You and me both. Still, it's good to see a friendly face. Killing mercs is hard work, especially on my own.
Since when did you start calling yourself Archangel?
It's just a name the locals gave me for all my good deeds. I don't mind it, but please, it's just Garrus to you.
How'd you manage to piss off every major merc organization in the Terminus systems?
It wasn't easy. I really had to work at it. I am amazed that they teamed up to fight me. They must really hate me.
Wow, I didn't know it. Wow.
What are you doing out here on Omega?
I got fed up with all the bureaucratic crap on the Citadel. Figured I could do more good on my own. At least it's not hard to find criminals here. All I have to do is point my gun and shit.
Fair enough.
You nailed me good a couple of times, by the way.
Concussive rounds only, no harm done. Didn't want the mercs getting suspicious.
Uh-huh.
If I wanted to do more than take your shields down, I'd have done it. Besides, you were taking your sweet time. I needed to get you moving.
Well, we got here. But I don't think getting out will be as easy.
No, it won't. That bridge has saved my life, funneling all those witless idiots into scope. But it works both ways. They'll slaughter us if we try to get out that way.
So we just sit here and wait for them to take us out?
It's not all that bad. This place has held them off so far. And with 3 of you, I suggest we hold this location, wait for a crack in their defenses, take our chances. It's not a perfect plan, but it's a plan.
How'd you let yourself get into this position?
My feelings got in the way of my better judgment. It's a long story. I'll make you a deal. You get me out of here alive, and I'll tell you the whole damn thing.
All right, let's get ready. They'll be here soon.
Yeah, that they will. Let's see what they're up to. Looks like they know their infiltration team failed. Take a look. Scouts. Eclipse, I think.
More than scouts. One less now, though.
Indeed. We better get ready. I'll stay up here. I can do a lot of damage from this vantage point. You can do what you do best. Just like old times, Shepard. Let's give these bastards everything we've got.
A lot of renegade, huh?
right, let's see how you handle this, Archangel.
We already sabotaged that.
Go.
Online.
Sending out the heavy mix. That problem should take care of itself.
Mm-hmm.
Have a nice trip. One less to worry about.
Understood.
With you, Shepard.
Here we go.
My shields are down.
Looks like that's all of them. Come find me before they regroup.
It's alright, we took him down.
Shepard, I need you up here.
I'm here.
You're kicking ass, Shepard. They barely touched me. And we got Jareth in the process. I've been hunting that little bastard for months.
Why were you after him?
He's been shipping tainted Ezo all over Citadel space. Half the goods on sea back at CSEC came from his team here on Omega. They took out a big shipment a while back and killed his top lieutenant in the process. Not surprised he decided to work with the other mercs.
He said 2 top lieutenants, actually. For when I talked to him.
We still got Bloodpack and Blue Suns left. Think we can make a break for it?
Maybe. Let's see what they're up to. They've reinforced the other side heavily, but they're not coming over the bridge yet. What are they waiting for?
Oh, they're bringing up the big thing.
What the hell was that?
Damn it. They breached the lower level. Well, they had to use their brains eventually. You'd better get down there, Shepard. I'll keep the bridge clear.
I didn't come all this way to let you die. We'll split up 2 and 2. Keep one of my team here.
You sure? Who knows what you'll find down there?
Jake, stay with Garrus. Keep him alive.
If you say so. I'm not sure it's a good idea.
Thanks, Shepard. You better get going.
How do I get to the basement?
Go down a level. The basement door's on the west side of the main room behind the stairs.
Oh no, we got
Ideal
this.
directions if you need help, but you've got to get down there quick. Good luck.
Alright, Miranda. It's me and you. Let's go. I'm getting a lot of Renegade. Okay, so it's not a lot of Renegade, but it's enough Renegade.
I'll deal with the bridge. You close those shutters. We can't fight them in two places at once.
What shutters? What are we talking about? Dude, I don't know where he's. Where's the freaking door?
I'll deal with the bridge. You close those shutters. We can't fight them in two places at once.
Oh, here we go.
Get to the console and close that shutter before they can get through.
Commencing shutdown.
Here goes.
There's two more shutters. Get them closed fast.
What shutters? What are you talking about? Where's the other shutters?
Perfect! Found that one.
Find the large shutters and seal them.
Found that one.
Um.
There we go. I got it.
There's a console near the shutters. Here they go. There's not too many yet.
Watch the crooked.
Ah. Oh man, I was trying to get to that shutter. Dude.
No shield.
Why was it? It's not firing. Couldn't fire my shot. All right, we'll try one more time, and then save it. Call it a night.
Find the large shutters and seal them.
One left.
Not many yet. There's a console near the shutter.
I thought I got it. Dude, I hit it. Dude, I hit the freaking shutter. I don't understand. You have to stand right there next to it.
Large shutters and seal them. Here they go. There's not too many yet. There's a console near the shutters.
Got it.
Just one more shutter. Hurry.
Where? Where's the other shutter? 'Cause we got this one. Where's the other one?
Nice shot. He goes.
go.
Get back here, Shepard. They're coming in through the door.
Rip them to shreds! Watch my back. I'll deal with Archangel. Go down!
There we go.
Tough bastards, but I've seen worse. And we took out Garm and his blood pack. This day just gets better and better. He was one tough son of a bitch.
You fought with him before?
Yeah, we tangled once. Caught him alone, none of his game to help him. Still couldn't take him out. I've never seen a Krogan regen that fast. He's a freak of nature. He just kept at it until his Vorcha showed up. It was close, but I had to let him go. Not this time.
Only the Blue Suns are left. I say we take our chances and fight our way out.
I think you're right. Tarek's got the toughest group, but nothing we haven't faced before. Besides, he won't be expecting us to meet him head on and...
Heads up.
Damn it! I thought I took that thing out already.
They fixed it, but not completely. I made sure of that.
All moving troops. Watch your back, Shepard.
Garrus. Just hold on. Radio Joker, make sure they're ready for us.
We better hurry. He looks bad. Commander, we've done what we could for Garrus, but he took a bad hit. The doc's corrected with surgical procedures and some cybernetics. Best we can tell, he'll have full functionality, but...
Shepard.
Tough son of a bitch. Didn't think he'd be up yet.
Nobody would give me a mirror. How bad is it?
They did what they could, but you're gonna have some scars. I'm sorry.
Probably for the best. Everyone was always ignoring you and hitting on me. Time for you to get a fair shot at it. Frankly, I'm more worried about you. Cerberus, Shepard. You remember those sick experiments they were doing?
That's why I'm glad you're here, Garrus. If I'm walking into hell, I want someone I trust at my side.
You realize this plan has me walking into hell, too. Just like old times. I'm fit for duty whenever you need me, Shepard. I'll settle in and see what I can do with the forward batteries.
All right.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
All right. So he's the weapons guy right now, hanging out in the armory. Okay.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I gotta drop this stuff off to them.
I've got green across the board. The forward tanks are buoyant and elevated.
You're the best, Commander. We just got those FBA couplings installed. Now we only have to calibrate every week instead of every day. We're thinking about celebrating our newfound free time with some Skillian 5 poker. Want to join us?
Come on, Kenneth. The commander doesn't want to play cards with grease monkeys like us.
Actually, that sounds interesting.
Fantastic. I'll get the cards.
My Skillian 5's a bit rusty. You'll be easy on the rookie, right?
Of course, Commander. It's all friendly.
Yeah, right.
I won 500 credits. Wow.
Be gentle on the rookie. I can't believe we fell for that.
So worth losing to see you taken down a notch.
Beat me at my own game. You're all right, Shepard.
You're alright, Shepard.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
He's like, you're alright, Shepard. So yeah, took care of that. Oh, he was down there too? Hold on. Where? Oh, the car code. So now that he's here, this is open.
Oh yeah, that's a model of the Paragon. Turian frigate. Hell of a ship. I led a mission to bring that thing down from the inside with just 5 men and whatever guns we could bring. No chance of success, but we did it. Everyone died but me. So I made out like a bandit. My first impossible mission as an independent contractor. There's been many since, but nothing so goddamn sweet as watching that Turian warship crash planet side.
Alright. It's fun enough.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something. So you knew Archangel from before. Interesting. Knew a lot of men taking jobs to kill the son of a bitch. I never saw the point. You know, I wanted the same thing. A whole lot of mercs dead. Hell of a sniper, though. And he kept himself alive with all the mercs in Omega after him. That ain't easy.
Mm-hmm. So he's chilling down here, surveillance. Alright. So now I know. So those two hanging out down there. Well, these two over here. Jacob's over there. And I'm up there. Alright, so let's go here. Oh, man. I think we're going to call it, though. Good place to call it, I think. Check our, got some leveling up here, huh? We'll take one. Yeah, we'll take the one and save the 2-pointer. Deliver data pad. So we still need to go back to fucking what's her name? We still need to go back to freaking there. Still need to go back to Omega.
No messages for you, Commander.
bottle of brandy.
Aria has work for you. Here.
What do you need?
This data pad was on one of the mercs that was after Archangel. They were coming for you next.
Let me see. Interesting. Would someone like to tell me how this information slipped the net?
I'll look into it.
Thanks for the heads up, Shepard. Looks like I'll have to do a little cleaning in my organization.
I'm looking for Morton Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? I always liked Morden.
How do I get to him?
If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No.
Thanks for the information.
Yes. Just try not to bring the plague.
I got some experience for letting her know. I got that bottle of brandy for old girl. I need to get. Hold on.
Is it just me, or are you getting better looking?
Aria has work for you. Here.
It's like the long way. Hold on. Get back this way. That's going the long way. No, I need to go to the transport, and then we'll save it, because it'll probably be a whole nother like scene of having to go through everything. So we got that.
Let me in.
We got that. Show us to the quarantine zone. That's where I need to go.
Aria's in. Complaining is pointless, human. I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
There's a Solarian named Morton Solus in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morton's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck. The area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Listen, you're stuck here until this quarantine is over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady. Get lost.
Fortunately, humans are immune to the plague.
Interesting. It's a plague that we're immune to, that other races are deadly affected by? Huh. Interesting. All right. All right, we'll save it here, and we'll call it a night. So, appreciate you guys hanging out, and we'll jump in tomorrow with either Fall Guys or Mass Effect. We'll see where I'm feeling, and have a good night.